you in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what?
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run here with Connor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
47 Mike. Delta, you're right, man. Back. Hold the look, hold.
They just do get the playoff. Now Bridgewater. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one,
to throw again, Eason. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now Rashad Penny. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun is Eason. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Complete to number
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum.
There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
47's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. He lets it fly for Lockett into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off.
And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Saints 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They had enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
To number 88.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
The 35-yard line. A gain of 14.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. First and 10, Eason. Finding Harris over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Number 16.
From 13 yards out. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
47 the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. It's our time. It's our time.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And that's good.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Penny, a first down carry. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Rashad
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
The ball carrier.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And 1.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Delta, 53, Mike. Who that? Big Ed. Out. Delta.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A terrific run there by Penny. 45 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the run is Conner. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Switch.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Watch the slant. Motion. Find out. 47. Check, 47.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Find out. Check 99.
Another try for Penny. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive,
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 25-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. You and I talk a lot about these special teams and how important those can be. That comes into play here. The defense, not very alert.
And this is something you work on all the time as a defender. Always saying, alert, be ready for the fake. But sometimes you fall asleep anyway.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Second down, here's Eason. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, #2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Eason. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Eason. Throwing right, and that's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike's 47. Mike. Delta. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 47.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They go play action with Eason. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Jacob Eason. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Michael Thomas.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to the air on second down. Eason. It's caught inside the 25. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, Eason. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Number 16.
From a yard out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
I'm here all day. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Keep it up. Keep it up. 47 mic. 47 mic. Mic 47. Rip right.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'll take it. I'll take it. Go on, man.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. Bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And it's caught. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
2-yard line.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Is good.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
16.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Again, it's Penny. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw, Bridgewater. He's got Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Penny. him just shy of midfield. It's another 10-yard down.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action now. Bridgewater. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now it's Penny. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Blue down, blue down. 47's the Mike. Hey, what's the ball?
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
23 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He was brought down by Zach Baun there on the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
March 47. March 47. You must be dreaming. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Let's get it together, team.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the